Perfect. Just a bit more here. That's the first one done. Okay, you can move to the side. Let's get to the next one. You know, I don't have time. Just getting through. Okay. Okay. Alright, you seem good. Okay, yeah, you seem good. I'm just going to place you right here out of the oven. Whew. Alright. How's it going? Oh my lord. You are looking wonderful. Oh my god, this is so exciting. My first bake in Bake Off. Oh, and I'm a little bit worried. You know, you need to cool down. I'll get to that in a minute. But, you know, you are 12 rough puff pastries. You know, and, you know, an assignment set by Paul Hollywood, and I can't lay first. You know, that would be an utter shame. I have so much potential, if I do say so myself. So, yeah, I think you're cool to the touch. You're a bit warm. I could throw you in the freezer, but I don't think that will be worth it. Okay, so, you know, and yes, I do have this weird habit of talking to my pastries, but yes, you are rough puff, right? And you are a bit sentient, so this will really work out, right? Should I give you names? Do you want a name? I really haven't thought about it. Maybe I should think about it, innit? I mean, you know what? I don't. You're about to be eaten. You know, as I bring life unto you, life shall be taketh away by Paul Hollywood and Prue. So. That's really, you know, as they say. So the first thing I'm going to do is I need to make sure you're all even, right? We need 12 identical rough puff pastries. If you don't know what a rough puff is, I mean, you know, a quick biology lesson for you, but a rough puff is basically just a regular puff pastry, but a bit more rough. Yes, you could probably guess from the terminology, but a rough puff, you know, you're looking at a puff pastry, but you're like, I can't do all those layers. And so a rough puff is basically that, but you decided to give up halfway through. So I am going to measure to make sure that you are, in fact, fully identical, all 12 of you, right? So, and if you're not, then I'm going to need to do something about it, because I cannot go home first, like I said. So if you don't mind, I'm going to pick each one of you up. I don't know if you've all gained sentience independently or if you all have sentience sort of together, but you know, we'll that's a question not for me, you know. So I'm just going to do height, width, and then overall circumference, right? So let's go ahead and here, let's do the first one and give you, here is width. Just, okay. That's a decent size. Height. As you've risen quite a bit, that's good, that's good. I really hope you have an open structure inside, yes. And then just, okay. Yes, 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay, I think that's pretty good. 8, 7, 7, 8. I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, so that's one. So move off to the side, please. Okay, let's do that again here. Oh, you're a little bit smaller, but not that by much. I don't think they'll notice. So just if I don't say anything, then I don't think they'll notice. Yes, I know. I really hope they give me a good package on the show, you know. I've tried. You're pretty good. I would put you off to the side. You know, I've tried to do a bit of a, try to, make my history and family to be quite nice. But something they never tell you is that when you go on the Great British Bake Off, when you get on Bake Off, they just, they make you film all the bits that they show with your family, and it's quite awkward, really. I mean, I don't get along with my family very well, so when I tried to tell them, they would like, piss off. And I was just really, I was a bit miffed. Okay. That's a bit big. Yeah, you're a bit big. You've risen quite a bit. Okay. So we'll have to do that. Don't worry, we'll get to your soggy bottom later. You know, I need to make... I mean, there's not much I can do about it, but at least I want to make sure. Okay, so you are a bit big. Move to that side. Yes, I'm segregating you. But don't worry. It's for your own good. Okay. Okay. Okay, you're also a bit big. You've risen quite a bit. Interesting. Okay, and there we go. Okay. Okay. Time to do a bit more. Just here and there. And then the circumference. Perfect. Time. Okay. The both of you are sort of similar. Yes, you're too big. Move to the left, please. My left, not yours. It's to your right. So, go ahead. Keep chugging along. How much time we've got left? Okay. Yes, we're halfway through. You know, we've still got time. We've still got a little bit of time. I just really hope Noel doesn't come and disturb me. You know, he's quite funny, that lad, but I really do think that he is a bit of a distraction to a lot of us. You know, I'm just trying to bake and I'm just trying to make a good time and make good pastries, but he's over here, you know, cracking jokes. I really don't want us to be cracking jokes, you know? It's just not, it's not for me. Don't think it's for me. Okay. And okay, then you can. Okay, so we've got a few that are a bit weird, a bit lopsided, a bit too big. Have risen a bit too much, and you know, don't feel bad. I know I'm giving you the knowledge that self-consciousness exists and that you should feel it, but you really shouldn't feel it, but you really should. So, if we go ahead. Let's move on to dealing with that, right? So I do have within here a few items, right? Now, I did give you sentience, but you don't have nerves, so I don't think you have pain. So, you know, I did use this to cut from the pastry. Do you remember that? Do you remember your conception? I don't think that you do. But that's all right. So, line up for me. Yes, just one right after the other. Perfect. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim off. You know, don't tell them. You know, it is a rough puff. So, you know, if there's a few less layers, who's to know, right? And you know, I think you know Paul Hollywood might know. Also, okay, let's just get to it. Okay, so just okay, and just. Doing a bit. There we go. That's perfect. And just, yep. And then over here. And just cutting along and making sure. Yes, and you rotate as I'm doing this. Yes. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Just a bit more here. That's the first one done. Okay, you can move to the side. Let's get to the next one. You know, I don't have time. Just getting through. Okay. Okay. Yes, I'm looking over to the side. I have my timer right there, and it's really not looking good. Oh, I hope I finish in time. Here to look good, but I still need to get a bit of my decoration on. I still haven't worked on that. Oh my lord! And then the soggy bottoms. I need to make sure there's no soggy bottoms. Okay. Move to the side. I can do the next one now. Okay. Good. One more. We'll do one more. I'm a bit worried though, because when I was working on this, I was just really, I was thinking about it, and I was like, I really hope I impress Paul Hollywood, and then I realized I don't really think about that about Prue, and I honestly think that they don't want us to seek Prue's validation. They take it less seriously on the show, on camera and off. I really don't want to speak ill, but I do think, I don't want to name her, she who, if Mary Berry, I don't want to say that, her leaving and Prue coming in, I sort of wonder, like, it all became sort of the Paul Hollywood show. I wonder about, like, what happened there. I know that she stayed with the BBC and then he left with the show to go to Channel 4. But, that doesn't matter to me, to be honest. I just really want this to launch my Instagram followers, and so that I can then write a book about baking and then become a multimillionaire, right? So it's really not, it's really about the grind set. Okay, so that was the last puff pastry that I needed to get. So if you all line up for me, please. I want to go ahead and just see. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, where's the other 2? Oh, there you are. You guys were hiding. Listen, I'm not going to harm you. I'm just shaving off a bit of you. You don't have nerves. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, 12. Perfect. Okay, so now we can get to inspecting your soggy bottoms. So, I'm going to look at each of your bottoms, and I'm going to give it a good tap with this right here. And I'm just going to scrape at it, right? And I'm just going to see if you have a soggy bottom or not. This is going to be important because I like to know if I'm presenting a soggy bottom, right? So let's just go ahead, right? So okay, first one. Okay. That doesn't sound like a soggy bottom to me. You can go ahead. Next one. Okay, you don't have a soggy bottom either. Good. It's a bit borderline, but I don't think you have a soggy bottom either. So you can go ahead. Okay, perfect. Go ahead. I'm really good at puff pastries. None of these have soggy bottoms so far. None of y'all do. No. Wonderful. Oh my gosh. This is wonderful. Yes, I did also make a bit of a lemon curd. But I didn't do very well. I did curdle a little bit. Yes, it does have some eggs in it, and I did scramble them, so I did have to remake it. No, they don't have. It doesn't have sentience, but they are going to dip a bit of you in it once they eat. So you'll get to meet. Okay, next. Okay, no soggy bottom there. And so next. Okay, perfect. We've just got a few more to do, and then we should be good in terms of the soggy bottom aspect. Okay, this one does have a bit of a soggy bottom. That's unfortunate. Okay. How about you re-enter the oven? You have a soggy bottom. I don't know how much I can really do about that now, but if you re-enter the oven right now, you won't have the decoration. But I'd rather you not have the decoration, but still be or have a soggy. Sorry, and you not have a soggy bottom. And instead of you having a soggy bottom and then me just dressing you up, like it just doesn't feel right to me. And you know what? I'll get it in time. I'll get it in time. And I'm doing the next one now. And I'm seeing that one doesn't have a soggy bottom. Okay, so it's just the one. It's just the one soggy bottom. That's good. That's good. So you go back in there and you'll come back, right? So once you come back, I will do you. But in the meantime, for the other 11 of you, I need to do a bit of some powdered sugar. I need to just dust it on, right? So I'm just going to do a bit of dusting here. I'll dust on each one of you. It'll feel really good, I'm sure, so don't worry about it. So let's just, there we go. Oh, that's the first one. Okay, and I'm just getting a bit of the powdered sugar here, and okay, good. Yes, and you're holding your structure really well. I really am enjoying that. Okay, next. Wonderful, wonderful. And over here. Okay, good, good. Just keep. Okay, you're holding pretty good so far, I must say. Okay. Just nice. Okay. And then right there. Okay. Just one more. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this little palette here, and I am going to draw just a few flowers on you. Paul and Prue really want us to sort of do a nice decoration, and to be honest, I didn't really think about it very hard. So it is the signature bake. I feel like, in the old days, when you did the signature bake, people didn't do very much in terms of decoration for the signature bake, but now people do. They really do a lot, and I don't understand. If you don't know what a signature bake is, it's basically just doing whatever you want, baking whatever you feel like that represents you, But they also wanted a rough puff pastry, and I'm just like, a rough puff pastry doesn't represent me. So, I have to add flavors. I have to be the flavor king now. Anyway, it doesn't really matter, it doesn't really matter. So, let me just get a bit of that, and then, yeah. Just painting on some flowers here. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now doing that. And then painting flowers again. Okay. You're doing wonderful. Okay. Good. Okay, one last time. I'm going through you guys pretty well. I need to get that one out of the oven, don't I? We're going to forget that one. Okay. How much time do we got left? 1 minute. Okay. I'm so sorry. All right, let me do that, and then let me take that, put it right there. Okay. And then really quickly, put the decoration. It doesn't have the powdered sugar, but I can't be bothered. I really can't be bothered. Okay, good. Okay, I think that's it. So, okay, we're done. Paul and Prue are about to arrive. They need to take the glamour shots of you, so it's bye-bye for now. All right?